Alright fellas, this is your in-depth no BS guide for Fisch. So, for all my people that are starting on the game, you will start here. You will have the flimsy rod, and you need to go and fish over here till you are level 5 and you have 700 credits. After you do that, you will go and buy a boat. After you go and buy yourself a very nice boat, aka the rowboat, you will take that and you will go all the way over here. I have too many fish. Goodness me. To Roslet Bay. There's Roslet Bay. This is where you will find your first quest, which will be for the Magma Rod. So if you follow me, follow my pathing, you will find this guy right here. You talk to this guy, you ask for a puffer fish. Since you're so early in the game, you probably won't have a radar to see where it is, but this is the general area. Just go to this corner and fish, and that will be in the area you need. So you take one of these puffer fish, give it to that guy, they give you the Magma Rod. So that's your starting thing. You can either do that one, or what you can do is go to Mush Grove, and you can grab the Fungal Rod, which honestly might be better than the Magma Rod, but it wouldn't be a bad idea to grab the Magma Rod to then use that to catch the alligator that is right here, to then give to this fella right here. So after you do that, you get a Fungal Rod. They ask, well, where should I farm money? That's a great question. So if I was you, I was starting out, I would probably fish. I mean, you really can fish anywhere, to be honest. I normally fish on the Grand Reef, but that's because I'm going for like mythics and legendaries. I think for you, just pick anywhere. I don't think you'll really have a hard time. It's so early in the game, it won't really matter that much. So after you go and get yourself the rod, what you're gonna do is look for the traveling merchant. I'm not gonna take the time to go find it, but he basically spawns randomly at specific islands. So if we go to our trusty wiki here, and we go to the traveling merchants, it'll tell you it's either the Moosewood, Roslet, Sunstone, or Terrapin, and he has a chance to sell the Midas Rod. This is what you're looking for. So when you get 55,000 credits, you want to go and get the Midas Rod. And after you get the Midas Rod, you're going to save up about 170,000. Well, you're gonna need a little bit more than that because you have to appraise for this. So let's say 180,000, 90, 200,000, around that. And I will show you how to get that. So it's actually very easy to get that rod. If we go to, again, our trusty wiki, it'll tell us exactly how to get to these places. So what we need is, we need the murky thread, which is found at puzzle room 5. Okay, yeah. Puzzle room 5. So done. If you're starting at the base, of where you spawn, which I will run there real quick just to kind of help you guys out. This is where you spawn. You're in the last jungle. Take a look down here, and you're going to run all the way up here. So just follow my pathing. We're going to run all the way down here. It's a pretty long run. I'll tell you the password real quick. And we are. This is number 5. It's very easy. All you're doing is just following this. You're literally just looking up and just following the path. When you guys come here, just do what I just did. Just follow the path all the way down. Take you a couple minutes, and that's just one of the parts. So then we go over here. What do we need next? We need, I believe it's the toxic ore, right? That's what we need. Yes. So, and that is in puzzle room 2. So if we were to run all the way back where we just left off, I remember seeing it when we ran past it. So, and this one's really easy as well. I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not really sure how this one opens. I just kind of squeeze past it like that. And then all you're doing is just doing parkour up to the top, and there's gonna be a little thing up there. I guess I can just do it real quick. Anyway, I definitely did not just die, but anyway, just don't do what I did and die. If you make it to the top and you don't suck at parkour, then you'll go and grab the course. So after you do that, what you're gonna do is run over this person, grab yourself your trusty boat. And we're going to run all the way to Ancient Isle. That is what we're going to do. I know what's gonna happen. I literally know what's gonna happen. I couldn't see more because I think I'm oh my gosh, bro. Hey. I literally know what's gonna happen. So you're gonna come down here, and if you are new to the game, you will not have this open. I believe you need 4 people to do this with, including yourself. You need to get the solar fragment. You need to get this funny fragment. You need to get this fragment and that fragment. So now, how do we get those fragments? Great question. Let's go to the wiki. So ancient. Wow, if I could spell, that would be fantastic. So, how you get these things? The deep sea fragment is simply right here. Screenshot it if you need. That's the first one. Solar one, I believe it has to be a solar eclipse, and it'll spawn at the peak of Ancient Isles Mountain. That one's a little difficult. I'll just show you where that one is, because they're not very good at explaining things. I'll show you real quick. So the peak of said place is, just follow me real quick. Okay, so now that we are at the peak, you have to like find this little like hidden part. It's kind of annoying. I think the fragment's actually like at the top of that mountain, but another fragment, which is the one I'm thinking of, there it is, it's right here. I'm gonna come over here, and there is your 3rd fragment. The solar one is at the peak. It's at the top of that little thing. Okay, so then the last one, the ancient fragment, I believe you have to fish this up along Ancient Isle. And then after you do that, you grab 4 people, and you put them all on the things. I believe it has to be nighttime. And then you activate all the pillars, rotate them in the right order, and the door will open. Then you will go to the back of said place, which I will just show you real quick. Let's make your life a little easier. I said, because you can actually stand on these, and after you stand on them and you insert the fragment, you can rotate them in the correct order, so Don't mind that. I think it actually has to be a solar eclipse when you were rotating the pieces. Just keep that in mind. I take it back. I think it's not nighttime. It's a solar eclipse when you're doing that. So then you're over here. You can craft all these rods. The one we're looking for is this one. Like I mentioned before, if you have this piece, and you got yourself a piece of driftwood, which, I mean, you can get, like, almost anywhere. And then you have to, obviously, like I said, mutate it with poisoned, run over here, craft that, and there you go. And now the only thing missing in your journey is, how do I get the Luminescent Oath? That one's a little more complicated, so we're, again, just bear with me, we're gonna speed run through this, okay? So, the Luminescent Oath, it's a bit of a process. First things first, you're going to need a advanced diving gear with some flippers. And what you're also going to need to do is follow my routing once again. It's between the Statue of Sovereignty and Sunstone Island. You're going to see a random buoy. Like all the way out here. And there it is. So when you find it, I recommend going first person. It's very hard to see, just please keep that in mind. You're gonna come down here. You have to basically eat your monitor to see what's going on. Do not run into any mines, you will blow up. You know, just in case you didn't know how bombs work. So, what you have to do is you'll walk over these, hold E, and then it'll give you like a riddle saying that you need whatever keystone. Point is, when you figure out all three of them, just go to the wiki and it'll tell you where to find them. Then what you're going to do after you get all three is talk to this guy, place him on all the things, talk to him again. This door is going to open, and when it opens, you're going to run up here. It's a little confusing. You're going to end up in this area, and then you're going to sit on this little log thing. You're going to go on a little log ride. How relaxing, right? So after you get to the end of this really horrible animation, you're gonna end up in the Luminescent Cavern. So now, how do we get the Luminescent Oath? You're going to need to 100% the bestiary here. It's all actually really easy. You're going to need crab cages. I recommend putting the crab cages like over in this area. And you're going to need probably a little bit of Merlin's Luck and a Borealis, because apparently that actually stacks with the crab cages, but you have to have both for it to stack. And you also are going to need to catch a colossal dragon. I'll just show you if you just want a visual reference of what I'm talking about. You don't need to catch this, don't worry about it. But all of these things are not too hard. You need to catch this in a... Wait, where is it? There's one of them that is... You have to catch in a... whatever it's called, a crab cage. I don't know. I think it's a seahorse though. It's like this and like something else, and then you have to catch a colossal dragon. Whatever. After you do that, then you'll be able to walk over here and be able to buy this for 1.5 mil, and at that point you're chilling. You basically make enough money to do anything you want in the game. If you're wondering how to get to the other area so they can get the other best rod in the game for money, that is the Ruinious Oath, you talk to this fella right here. Ask for a Crimson Dragon. That's very end game. It's also very expensive, so I mean I wouldn't worry about it for a while unless you really want it. Then just keep appraising that other fish with a mutation surge until you get a Crimson Colossal Blue Dragon. When you do that, it'll unlock this area when you give it to him. And what you will need to do is also 100% this bestiary, which you'll also need crab cages for. And also need to catch the Colossal Ancient Dragon that spawns over there. And when you do all that, you'll 100% the bestiary. But oh wait, I can't actually buy it yet. You know why? Because you need to shiny sparkling the whole bestiary. So fun. It just costs a lot of money to do it in total. So, but if you're wondering how to get the Ruinious Oath, that is how you get it. And if you're wondering how to get the other 2 rods that are just sitting there, that's a 2.9 mil rod, I believe, and you have to do it during a solar eclipse. And the other rod that I'm sure you've seen while we were walking in the place, I believe you have to... You can only buy it during like a rainbow or something like that. It's like a borealis. Let me actually check the wiki. I'm not 100% sure how to get that other rod. Hold on. Let me look for you real quick. What is it? Yeah, Starfall. Sorry. So during Starfall, you'll be able to buy it for 5 mil. So anyway, that is everything you need to know. That is how you get everything in a very short, summarized way. That's how you get to all the places and things like that. I guess real quick, I will just go over all the things again, all the rods, what they do, just because this is an in-depth guide, so I like to get everything out of the way. Of course, I showed you how to do everything. Let's talk about the rods. So, I mean, the other ones are very self-explanatory. I don't think I have to explain it too much. It's just, you get more luck, it's a good mutation, whatever, no one cares. This is just very basic. All fish are Midas x2, you know, so it's just every time you catch a fish, it's a guaranteed 2x multiplier. Pretty easy. We don't care about any of these or those. This is a really good rod. I just hate this passive with the burning passion. It's a very good mutation. It has a pretty good just base progress speed. It has very good stats, and I showed you how to get it. Then obviously I've talked about this in another video. I made a whole showcase. Long story short, this is essentially the best passive I would say in the game for making money. It's just really good. You have a 15% chance to fill the thing up by 40% instantly, and during your perfect catches, the bar will decrease in size, but every second, the progress speed will increase by 3.3%, which means that if it's like a minus 85 fish, every second it'll go up by 3.3 seconds, so it's actually really good if you have Mystical on it and you're catching harder fish. I recommend putting Mystical on this to get the best effect for it, and also every 0.25 seconds it has a 5% chance to slash for 2% of the thing, but that chance to slash goes up by 10% every 0.25 seconds. Wait, no, every second, sorry. So by like, I don't know, 5 seconds into a fish, it's literally guaranteed to proc a slash, and every time it slashes, it will stun the fish. The Ruinious Oath literally has the same passive, but it is just 10 times better with better stats. And with this rod, it's just a really good rod that stabs. So anyway, that is the video. I hope I covered all your questions, things. I went in depth enough for you, and that helps you out. Hope you have it going, alright? Peace.